So, do you want to start talking, or do you just want me to say what I have to say? Loving like, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lo, and thank you for tuning into this video. Before we get into the story time, go ahead and like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe to my channel before you leave. Join our family. I would say y'all seen the title of this video, so you already know what we're gonna talk about, but I don't know what I'm going to title it. But by the time you see this, just know it's some tea. So y'all, this is one of the story times where I'm gonna have to two-part y'all for real. And let me tell you why. It's a lot of tea that goes into this story time, and this is one of the more recent things that's happened to me, so I have all the receipts for this one, baby. All the receipts. Like, when I say recent, I mean like some months ago. Like, very recent. Not very recent, but recent enough for me to still have everything. You feel what I'm saying? So without further ado, let's get into this story time. So y'all know I do not use real names on my channel, so the guy and the girl involved in this story, we're gonna call the guy Daryl, which I don't know why. I don't know any Daryls. No, I don't know any Daryls. And then the girl, we're gonna call her Christine. Now, I don't know if y'all have ever seen this show on Netflix called Selling Sunset. I don't like Christine. I love the way Christine dressed, but this is not why I'm calling her Christine. Y'all know the look that Christine has is giving very much lip filler, Botox. Like, to me, when Christine talks, her face doesn't really like give emotion. It doesn't like move. Like, it's very like, you know, the Hollywood look that the older white women go for when they, you know, it's giving that. And that's what this girl reminds me of. It's giving like duck lip, like top lip don't move when you talk. Okay. So, where do I start? Let me just give a little backstory. I am married. If you don't know, my husband's name is Devin. I'm not gonna keep saying my husband. My husband's name is Devin. Me and Devin have been married for almost 4 years now, and we have been together for 7 years. Long time, feel me? I met Devin's friends, like I lived with them at one point in time. I met them as soon as we started dating. Like, I was at his apartment, I introduced myself, me and his friends formed a bond. Now, I know like a lot of people say like, oh, your man's friends are not your friends and da-da-da-da, but I felt differently about these group of guys. Like, I really consider them like my brothers, and I made it a point to make my own relationships like with them, just besides me being Devin's girlfriend at the time. You feel me? Like, I felt like we was really a family. So Daryl happened to be, so it was like 4 of them in total, and Daryl and Devin happened to be like the closest. Well, not the closest, but they were like best friends. Okay, let me put it like that. They were best friends. So keep in mind, at this point, when all of this happened, me and Devin have been together for 6 years when all of this happens. So that's 6 years worth of history, memories, all of that. You feel me? So when we were in undergrad, Daryl has gone through many girls, many flings, many situationships. He's had a few girlfriends that we've met, we've encountered with. Like the one girl I did the story time about, my very first story time about how we almost got jumped at the beach, that was Daryl's girlfriend. Like, we were like this. So I've met the girls that you brung around, correct? So one day, and let me tell y'all exactly when this was. Give me 1 second, because I took a boomerang before we left the house. Hold on. When I say I got the receipts, y'all, I want y'all to know I really got the receipts for this. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay. This was, look. What does that say? Can y'all see that? I don't know if y'all can see, but this says April 2nd, 2021. Okay, that's how recent this was. So this had to be on, like, I don't know, like, let's just say it's like a Friday. Yes, it was a Friday. So say Daryl hit Devin up on like Tuesday, like, hey, this weekend I want y'all to meet my girl. He said my girl, what did I say I was gonna name her? Christine. I want y'all to meet my girl Christine. And me and Devin like, oh, like, you know, he's, you know, we've hung out with him and his girls before. Like, I want, like, our first thought was like, I wonder, like, how serious this is gonna be. Like, if he wants us to meet her, like, I'm all down for a double date. I'm all here for a group date, double date, whatever. If you seeing this and you know me in real life and you a couple and you know both me, invite us on a double date. We're down. We're gonna go. I love double dates. Sign me up. So I'm like, oh yes, I'm all for it. So he's like, he wants to go to this new little spot on the other side of town. It's like a bowling alley. They got like arcade games for like adults. They got like axe throwing. It's a vibe. It's real chill. It's real cute. So I'm like, yes, like, let's go. So I don't really do bowling like that. Like, I'm more of a type of person that goes bowling for the vibes, for the drinks, for the food. I will start off strong, but after, you know, I think it's like 9 or 10 or however many times you go when you're bowling, after like the 4th time around, when it's my time to go, I'm over it. So normally I just be like, babe, just go twice, go for me and for you, and I just be over it. I'm here for the vibes. So I didn't mind. I just was happy that he invited us out. Cool, let's go. So like I said, me and Daryl, we like this. Devin and Daryl, we like this. Like, we fam. That's bro. I love him. I love him. That's my brother. Normally, when I see Daryl in person, it's always hugs. Hey sis, how you doing? Hey bro, how you been? What you been up to? What's going on? How's life treating you lately? You feel me? Just, you feel me? This time when we met up with Daryl, Daryl didn't look at me. Daryl didn't say hey. Daryl didn't give no church side pat hug. Daryl didn't give a fuck or a damn about Lo. Daryl didn't care. So I'm like, okay, like, that's weird. And he's talking to Devin, and of course I'm standing beside my husband, and even though, like, he didn't, like, you know, say hey or greet me or anything, I did, like, jump into their conversation. And I remember at one point somebody said something funny and we all laughed, and Christine is like death staring Daryl. Keep in mind also, y'all, he did not introduce Christine to us. He didn't say, hey, this is my girlfriend Christine, this is my best friend and my best friend's wife. None of that happened. She was just standing because she had a friend there. Let me paint the picture for y'all. So it was me, Devin, Daryl, Christine. Christine brought a friend with her, and it was 2 other irrelevant ass niggas. One of these irrelevant ass niggas, he's gonna get his own story time because that's a goofy ass nigga, and I don't even want to give him a name right now because we gonna get into that, another story for another time. But just know, irrelevant AF. So yes, so she's just a death staring Daryl, like death stare. Like, if looks could kill, Daryl would have been like, and I'm like, that's weird. Like, I noted it in the back of my head, but I'm also like, bitch, you're probably just overreacting. Like, relax. Like, you just got here, just vibe. You feel me? So we're bowling, and the way it is, so keep in mind, Daryl invited us on this. We didn't know it was a group thing. We thought it was a double date. It was so many people, we had to get 2 lanes. So it's me and Devin and the relevant nigga that I'm gonna do a story time about in 1 lane, and then it's Daryl, Christine friend, and irrelevant nigga B on this lane. We not even really, you know, like, talking to them for real. Like, we just bowling. You know, somebody might have a little side conversation here, say something here, talk about da 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 every now and then, but it's not giving double date. You trying to introduce us and let us get to know your girl, right? So I thought that was hella weird. And probably about like 30 minutes into us being there, I done had a drink or two. Devin's bowling, he's vibing. Devin's like one of the most nonchalant niggas that I know. Like, he do not let stuff like move him, bother him. Like, he's all for like just keeping the vibe like positive and chill. Like, we gonna have a good time, don't even worry about all the extra stuff. But me, on the other hand, I like to observe, I like to peep the scene, I like to, you know, feel the energy. I'm with all of that. So I'm just noticing, for some reason, Christine is just, you know, those type of girls who want to look like they having a good time on a date for social media versus actually living in the moment and enjoying the date in real life. That's the type of timing that she was on. Like, she was making it her business to record Daryl, all up in Daryl's face, putting her arm around Daryl, putting Daryl's arm around her, kissing him on his cheek, and she's like telling her friend, like, take a boomerang of us, like, make sure the flash is on, like, make sure you can see us because it's dim in here, you know, like, doing all of that, like, oh, we're having such a good time. But when I tell y'all, Christine probably got him bowled twice, which, Lo, you just said you don't even do, but I don't have nothing to prove because that's my husband. Everybody know that's my husband. I don't have anything to prove. Nor do I want to be doing all of this extra shit on this chill ass date. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it was just very weird to me. And I would just like be peeping, like looking over every now and again, and I don't know, it was just weird, y'all. Like, it was just very weird. And like, me and Devin, like, he knows like when I peep something, and I know when he peeps something, and we just look at each other, and I'm just like shaking my head like, I don't know, it's weird. So nothing else really happened for the rest of that group date. We bowled, the game was finished, we didn't buy a new one. Everybody is preparing to go home. Keep in mind, I have not said a word to Christine. She didn't even know that I know her name at this point. That's how much we were not talking to each other. We're preparing to go, and she's with her friend, like I said, and I hear them say like, oh, let's go ask her. So I'm like, fuck, like, go ask her what? I'm the only other her in the group. So they come up to me, and they were like, hey, did you used to model? Like, you're so tall, like, you're so pretty. Did you used to model? And I'm like, actually, thank you for recognizing that, because yes, I did used to model, and I love telling modeling stories to people. I used to model, and I used to play sports in high school. I used to be a cheerleader. I used to do all of that. So I'm thinking, you know, oh, maybe she's like breaking the ice. I mean, it's kind of like too late because we're finna go home, but you know, at least she said something, like, I don't know. So Christine said that, and her friend with her beautiful girl. Christine isn't ugly, y'all. It's just like the way she acts, that's what makes her ugly. You feel me? Like, it's just like the way you go about stuff, the way you carry yourself. I'm not really digging all of that. That's what make you not so attractive. But I'm not one of those girls who like beef with a female or fall out with a female and just swear up and down she ugly knowing that she's not. No, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. If you pretty, that's what you are. Where's there to lie about? Her friend, beautiful girl, and I'm telling her like, oh, she's like, oh, you're so pretty, and I'm like, girl, so are you? Like, what? So that was that. And didn't really say anything else after that. And yeah, so like I said, this happened on a Friday, right? Hold on, let me get a drink. My mouth a little dry. Is it water or tequila? No, just kidding, it's water. So like I said, that happened on a Friday, right? Probably like 3 days. Yeah, because when I was looking back on the message that I sent her, it was like 2 or 3 days after that date happened. What I assumed then was Daryl posting Christine on his story, right? Daryl don't do that. Daryl don't post girls on his page, on his story, tag photos, he untag his, like, Daryl don't do that. So the fact that he had this girl on his story and he let the whole 24 hours like roll out, I was just like, oh wow. So I swiped up on the story. I reacted to it. I put heart eyes and I said yes with like 20 exclamation points, like just gassing him, because yes, we all for Daryl settling down. Finally, Daryl, finally. I'm here for it. And even though I got like icky vibes from her, I'm like, out of respect for my brother, I'ma still give Shorty a chance, because like, what if she's around, you know, for a long time? I don't want it to be any type of tension. As y'all keep listening, I don't want it to be any type of tension, but whatever. So I swiped up, I heart eyed the story, and then I was like, yes. So I have this app on my phone. Now it tells me when somebody unfollows me, but only somebody that I'm following. So like, I could go on the app and then, you know, actually in the app and see like if somebody unfollowed me, like even if I wasn't following them. But I actually get a notification to my phone when somebody unfollows me that I'm following, because it's giving fan. If you unfollow me, I'm unfollowing you because I'm not a fan. Never have been, never will be. It's not giving fans. So after I said that, I reacted to the story. I kid y'all not, less than 5 minutes. It's probably like 2-3 minutes. Daryl unfollowed me. Huh? I'm like, what the fuck? So me and Devin are like laying in the bed, like watching TV, watching a movie, whatever we doing. We chilling. And I'm like, why did Daryl just unfollow me? He's like, what? I'm like, why did Daryl just like, that's so weird. He's like, what happened? Like, what did you just do? Like, what happened? I told him what I did, reacted to the story. He's like, what? Like, that's so weird. Immediately texted Daryl, you good, bro? Why did you unfollow Lauren on Instagram? Daryl didn't text back for like an hour or two, and he was like, my bad, Christine had my phone and she didn't know. A couple things that registered in my mind when he said that. One, Christine had your phone, which means Christine was the one that posted herself on your story. Okay. Two, you met me. Given we didn't talk like that, you know it was, but you met me. And I know somebody may think that I look like Beyonce. Huh? I'm just kidding. But you know how I look. You feel me? You met me in person. You know how I look. You unfollowed me off of my brother's page for what? Now, pause right here, because somebody could be like, oh, like maybe she would have thought like you was being funny or being petty or, you know, like being weird. I don't know how that's weird. I gave you a compliment. Didn't have to. Gave you a compliment, bitch. And you unfollowed me off of my brother's page? I don't like it. I don't like that. That's weird. That's weird. And that's weird. I don't like that. So, said that, he immediately followed me back, and I'm just like, okay. I did think this bitch was weird before, but now I really think this bitch is weird now. So, and y'all, now say I was like being funny, being petty, whatever, and me and Daryl used to talk or something, and I'm just, you know, trying to be funny, like, oh, you got a little girlfriend now, like, let me say something. If you scroll through me and Daryl's messages on Instagram, I really wish I could pull up the messages, but I blocked Daryl now. Daryl is blocked off my page now. But it was never, ever, ever giving flirting, I want you, you want me, nothing. Like, when I say strictly like that was like blood, couldn't even make me call him my brother even more. I really mean that. Like, if you scroll through all of our messages, is happy birthday sis, happy birthday bro, oh, when he started one of his business ventures, congratulations, I'm so proud of you. Daryl is from the same state that I'm from, and we both currently live in the same state. So if I knew he was traveling from our home state back to our current state, I would message him like, oh, safe travels, be safe, like, let us know when you get here, da 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 da. It was never giving, I want your nigga. Ever. Once again, I'm married. It was never giving, I want your nigga. So to unfollow me, I don't know about all of that. But notice, so I'm kicking this to my homegirls. Like, my homegirl. She is like so sweet. She's so kind. She's so nice. And she always tries to see like the good in people, give people the benefit of the doubt. And she's like, I don't know, Lauren, like maybe, you know, like, I don't know, like just give it some more time, basically is what she's saying. My other homegirl, she's like, that bitch is weird. Like right off the rip, that bitch is weird. There's no other way you can twist it, turn it, flip it, reverse it, back it up. Like, that bitch is weird, period, right? So I'm like, yeah, that's hella weird. I don't know what. And keep in mind, y'all, I'm about to be 27 years old this year. Christine is older than me. I'm not going to say her exact age, but just know she's older than me acting like this. And it's giving insecure. And I know this because when I was like 18, 19, 20-year-old Lauren first getting into a relationship with Devin, I was very insecure. You're not going to be following no girls that you hunched on, talked to, messed with, looked at, thought nothing. No, I'm dating all of that. But that was 19, 20-year-old Lauren, and you're older than me, and I'm about to be 27. Do what you will with that information, right? So what happened after that? So some time has gone by, and you would think that she would say something like, oh, my bad, like that was my fault, like I was just, you know, like I was tripping. Nothing. She didn't say anything to me, which is fine. But now I think you're a weirdo, and you probably can't say anything to me because I don't associate with weirdos. So for this next part, I gotta pull out my iPad because my phone tried to play in my face when I wanted to get the receipts. So some time had passed. After that whole situation happened. Like, we didn't see each other, but I'm still, you know, like, that bitch is weird. Heavy on the weird. Hold on, let me go, because I sent these screenshots to the homegirl that I was telling y'all. She always tried to see the best in people. I sent these screenshots to her. So let me see exactly when I sent these messages. Dang, is it not gonna tell me? Hold on, y'all. It really don't even too much matter. Just know, like, it was like some weeks had gone by, and my husband plays. I said I was gonna stop saying my husband. Devin plays minor league pro basketball, right? And at the time, he was active in his season, and Daryl wanted to come to one of his games. So I already got like icky feeling, but I'm like, he probably won't bring this weird bitch with him to a basketball game, right? Like, I don't know. So he's asking Daryl, like, oh, are you still coming, like, the day of the game? He's like, yeah, we're gonna be there, da da da. He's like, we are going to be there, like, plural, like me plus company. So I'm like, okay, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be Christine, because he still got other homeboys that, you know. So I'm just thinking like, oh, him and the homies gonna show up to the game. So me and my homegirl that I was telling y'all that I told stuff to when she's nice and whatever, me and her are at the game because her boyfriend, my other brother, plays in this league too. So we're sitting there, and she already know everything that's going on. I'm always telling her, like, always updating her, like, yeah, da da da, blah blah. So we're sitting there watching him play, and in walks Daryl, an irrelevant nigga that I'm gonna do story time about. The second irrelevant nigga, don't even really know him like that. And then in walks Christine with them. So immediately my homegirl's like, it's okay, like, calm down, like, it's okay. Like, they're not even sitting there. It's like we're on one side of the gym, they're on the other. So I'm like, oh my God. Like, because when I'm dealing with weird females like this, I don't know what your thought process is, because you're a weirdo. And what you think may be completely normal activity is not completely normal activity, babe. It's not. It's actually not. So they walk in, the game is over with. We have to go outside. They have like a little team meeting. We're outside. Me and my homegirl are standing by the team, waiting for the meeting to commence. And Daryl and all the other guys and Christine are standing over here. So Devin goes, I'm gonna go say what's up to Daryl. He came to my game. I'm gonna go say what's up to my bro. Because Daryl didn't do anything weird at this point. Daryl isn't weird. Just Daryl's whatever she is weird. So this time I'm like, okay, me too. And my homegirl's like, oh Lord. So we walk over there and I make it my business to speak to Daryl. Hi Daryl, how are you, brother? Give me a hug. Bring it in. Give him a hug. It was the most awkward hug. It was the most awkward hug, but I did not care. Because hi, you've known me for 6 years. You've known me for 6 years. You were in my wedding, and you agreed to be the goddad to my kids. That's how close me and Daryl were. Don't act weird with me. Don't do it. No, don't do it. So, you would think that if Christine had some type of pressure or tension or confusion or anything, she would say whatever needed to be said to my face, right? She didn't say anything. She didn't say hi. She didn't say, oh, I remember you from the bowling alley. She didn't say, oh, my bad for unfollowing you off my boyfriend's page. I thought you were somebody else. She didn't say anything. Okay. So, still weird. So, the weird little exchange, it happens, it's over with, and I'm like, we finna go home. So, Devin's like, well, Daryl just got a new car. I want to go see Daryl's car. And I'm like, I'm really not feeling the vibe. Daryl and Christine didn't pass the vibe check. I'm not feeling it right now. So maybe like another time we can go check out his car. Like he stays in the same city as us. Like it's fine. We can go see it another time. And he's like, okay. So he's he's yelling from his car like,
hey Daryl, I'ma just have to see it another time, bro. We're about to go home. Daryl's like, okay.
And here goes Christine. Nah, because, oh, I'm missing the part. Before that, as we're walking to the car, Christine goes to Devin, oh, good game. Devin didn't say anything. Again, oh, good game. Devin didn't say anything. So the third time she got a little loud. Good game. Devin literally hit her.
One of these, appreciate it.
Like kept walking, didn't look at her, didn't stop, didn't say thank you, appreciate it. I would take offense to that too, but you're a weirdo, so maybe he was just matching weirdo energy. You didn't speak to my wife. You didn't speak to me. I don't even know you. Thank you for the compliment, stranger. Like, so I guess she took offense to that. And all I heard her get loud and say,
nah, cause I don't like that shit. I'm never coming to one of these games ever again.
First of all, nobody invited you, duck lip. Nobody invited you to the game in the first place. So, okay, like what ooh, Christine not coming to another game. Like, oh, I'm so bothered. Okay, the fuck? We don't care.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
We don't care. We don't care. And two, where was this energy when I was literally just standing like less than 5 feet away from you? Where was this energy at? Where was, because you literally said nothing at all. Where's this energy at? So I did not like that. I'm in the car, like I'm finna get out and I'm finna go say something. Devin's like, no. He's just letting me in. I'm like, why is she such a weirdo? Like, we don't even know her. Like, she didn't even give us a chance to get to know her. Like, what the fuck is this bitch's problem? So y'all, hold on, because I don't want to put her, when I say I messaged her, and I'm gonna put these on the screen, and yes, I'm gonna block out everything, but I did message her, and this was at 4:45 or whatever day his game was. Oh y'all, my camera stopped recording. I'm finna have to two-part y'all after I read these messages. I'm gonna put them on the screen. I said, hey girl, so I'm really trying to write this and not come off as hostile or aggressive. That's not the type of time that I'm on. I very, very much was on that type of time, but I didn't say that to her. Okay, cool. However, I'm just a little confused, I guess, on what the problem is, if there is one. You unfollowed me off Daryl's account a few weeks ago after I replied to your picture gassing you up, and that was hella weird, I'm not gonna lie. Only because it was literally 2 days. Remember, I was trying to figure out how many 2 days after I met you, and I thought you were cool from what I seen. What I had seen, not gotten to know, not the person I talked to, not the what I had seen. Because remember, we didn't talk at the bowling alley. I'm not sure where the disconnect happened, but Daryl is my husband's best friend, LOL. I've known him for 6 years now. He was in my wedding. All that. It's nothing more or less. Literally. So today when I saw you and you didn't speak, I felt like you had some type of pressure with me. If that's the case, you definitely can speak up about it and we can figure out where the miscommunication came from. You didn't speak, you didn't keep that same energy until you walked away. I'm not the type to walk around not liking people, but when I put in uncomfortable situations, it makes it hard for me because I literally did nothing to you, bitch. So yeah, just let me know if there's anything I can personally do to make you feel more comfortable. If you want to text me, you can. Then I gave her my number. Now, I know y'all are probably like, you really didn't keep the same energy too. It really could have gone either way for me, but at the end of the day, I loved Daryl so much. Like, I'm like, if this is his girlfriend, I don't ever want to make Daryl feel uncomfortable or make him feel like I'm putting some type of strain on his relationship or making it weird. So yes, the bitch is weird, but again, what are we on now? Chance 3. I'm gonna give her a 3rd chance to redeem herself. Because the impression that I have on you right now is terrible. So, like I said, I sent that message at 4:45. Y'all, gave her my number. I got a call. Hold on, because I'm going to tell y'all when I got a call. Because we didn't stay on the phone that long. And I texted my homegirl right after we got off the phone. Hold on. Like I said, I sent that message at 4:45. She called me like 5 minutes later. And then I texted my homegirl right after we got off the phone at 5:46. And this is where I'm going to have to part 2, y'all. I get a call from an unknown number. I know it's probably her. And y'all, literally, this is what happened. Answer the phone. Hello? Hello? This is her on the other end of the phone. So, do you want to start talking or do you just want me to say what I have to say?